Zaphod Beeblebrock said, time is an illusion, lunchtime doubly so. Now more than ever, that is true. Time is so, well, it's as the Rolling Stone says, time is on our side. Cyndi Lauper said, time after time, after time, after time. When it comes to events, time is everything. And I'm not just talking about the time of the event and what time things start and what time things end. There are so many things we need to be concerned about with getting our time right. That's what we have. We run on time for our events. So today I wanted to cover 5 key time elements that you must address to make sure that you're making your next event awesome. Hi everybody, Warwick Merry here, triple certified presenter, event host and event director, legend. Well, say what you will, but that's me. Welcome back to the Making Events Awesome live stream. Today is all about time. I'm going to be short and sweet because I've already done this and the microphone wasn't working. Don't know why. Doing it again. So let's get into it. Number 1, timing is everything. Make sure you run to time. I know it seems obvious, and as most event organizers, they try and do that, but things get in the road. Sometimes speakers seem to waffle on. I don't know what it is, but some academics or politicians really go on for a little bit. Oh, yes, thank you for the person who understands the reference to a restaurant at the end of the universe and Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Hello, Dave from Croatia. Thank you for zooping in from Croatia. Thanks for taking the time And Russell, thanks for letting me know that my microphone wasn't working last time around. Anyway, here we go. So yeah, run to time. And what that means is you have to manage your speakers, or you have to manage the key elements that can go over time. So warning the speakers, having a host who will brief the speakers and just say, hey, this is what's going to happen if you go over time. Politicians and academics, they're the 2 biggest crowds that I have the most issues with going over time. For whatever reason, that's just the 2 demographics that I have. Not sure about your demographics. So number 1 is run to time. Now, have a little bit of flexibility. We always need a little bit of flexibility. You might be able to get a bit of time back from morning tea, lunchtime, whatever. But you really got to make sure you run to time. That's number 1. Number 2 is have more transition time. I can't tell you the number of events that I've been to where they go, right, we have the first speaker for an hour, and then we have the next speaker for an hour, and there's no time in the middle. They're like, oh, you've got 1 minute, you'll give your, the thank you and introduce the next person. Often a little bit extra time can really make a big impact. So you can have the MC can say a few things, can engage the audience, can play with the audience to re-energize them if they need it, or calm them down if they need it, whatever they need. Having that transition time is important, particularly if you're doing breakout rooms that may be in different, you've got to change rooms. So often people don't build in that time, and it may well be a good 3-minute walk, and you've got to get 100 people out of this room and then 300 people into that room. It all takes time. Now, you might have on the program that, every hour on the hour it changes, but make sure you build into the behind the scenes run sheet that we know you event professionals have, that session actually only goes for 45 minutes and there's 15 minutes to get that transition happening. We need the transition time. All right, run to time, have lots of transition time, and have more white space for delegates. Oh, Dave in Croatia's got 3 rooms going on. That's always a bit of fun. I'm loving that. So have more white space for delegates. Now, what I mean by that is something that we've learnt from being in lockdown, is that after lockdown or after COVID or after having our events be all sort of virtual or not much face-to-face, people want face-to-face. They want to catch up with their colleagues. They want to network. They want to meet new people. They want to play with each other in the nicest possible way. As Brad says, white space in workbooks is really valued. The same at events. It gives us the space for the magic to happen. I don't know... nice one from Russell. Less white males, more white space. Yep, there is something in being pale male and stale that's not that flash. But you're right, Brad. The thing that so many people talk about is the magic of an event happens in the hallways. So don't just have it happen by accident. Plan for it to happen. Give the white space so that they can do that. Have more white space built in so your delegates can mingle, get out, get away from the heavy stuff and just connect with each other. The four things, I'm having trouble with the numbers. So it's like run to time, more transition time, more white space. 4th thing is shorter presentations. We've learned that. we know that people's attention spans are so short. The number of times I'm looking around an event now and seeing people on their phone. Now, granted, they could be taking notes diligently about what's going on, but I don't think they are. I think they're checking their social media, their stock market, their email, their whatever it is. So don't bore them. Keep them engaged. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some amazing presenters who will keep you fascinated and engaged for the entirety of a 1.5, 2 hour kind of session. Pardon me. But that is the rarity. Often we've got trade or industry speakers, so get them less is more, like nice and short, half an hour. We learned that on Zoom, you know, running Zoom or online sessions, a nice short power session with, I've got 5 things, here we go, bang, 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 bang. That is so much more powerful than droning on forever. So short presentation times, and it allows you to get a few more presentation times in with a bit of that transition time as well. All right, up to the 5th and final thing. An interesting point here from Brad is that he pays money sometimes just to go and stand in the hallway. Fair call. And Dave is about less PowerPoints. PowerPoint, it's not the presentation. It's a brilliant tool, but a poor master. I'm with you. All right, here's the 5th and final thing. 5th thing, more time for fun. Yes, I know. And that's the thing. Look, the world's weird at the moment. It's way too serious, and we want more fun in what we do. Now, I'm not just saying have some white space, go and have fun, and let's drink heavily, because that's not really fun. Plan the fun. Have fun presenters in. Maybe it's, get the audience to do something. Presentations need to be with the audience, not just to them. So yes, that is correct, Russell. Warwick kind of fun. That's what it is. But yours is actually a question in terms of what do you mean? I think you'll work it out, Russell. How about we have anvils for everybody? So a blacksmith session where we all beat something. I'm sure that would be fun for you. But, I've seen places where you have plastic tubes, you bong them to make a sound, and the whole audience becomes an orchestra. Like getting us to do something to have a bit of fun. The reason you want to do that is because so many people go, oh, you're just wasting time. We're not. We're not. We come to these events to be inspired, energized, and invigorated. Fun does that. And if you make the event so much fun that people start talking about it, that what you can do is get people inspired to sign up for next year. This year's event is all about next year. This year's event is going to be so good that next year people just have to be there. So add some fun to it and make a big difference. All right. Brad's asking, can he set fire to it? Brad's a fire nut in the fire brigade and does fire things. Puts fires out more than lights them. So, that's just how you go. You boys and their fiery toys. All right, so a quick recap and then we'll get out of here. Number 1 is run to time. Number 2 is have more transition time. Number 3, more white space around what's going on. Number 4, make sure your presenters stick to time, but give them less time. Half an hour, 40 minutes is going to be more than enough for most presenters. And 5th, have more time for fun. That'll make a huge difference. If you want to come and join in the fun, come on into Making Events Awesome. That's a little community for events in terms we look about all the stuff that we do to make things fun and in events, whether you're an event organizer, AV guru, speaker, trainer, whatever, come and join us. There's some great conversations going on. Thank you for joining me here today. So Super Dave is in Croatia for the 2nd time. Nice work. I hope you're having a whole lot of fun over there. Croatia just seems like a long way away from Australia, mainly because it is. All right, I'll be back here again 9 a.m. next Thursday, as I am every Thursday, except for the ones that I don't turn up. Oh, in fact, next week I think I'm going to be at the beach. I might see what I can do. Maybe I'll do a live stream from the beach. That'd be fun. All right, crew, thanks for being here. We'll see you next time. Keep making your events awesome. And here's the end of live stream dance. The live stream cuts off very, very quickly. So I like to just have a bit of a dance. While I'm dancing, don't forget, head to Making Events Awesome. Be lovely to have you there. All right, that's probably enough for now. Woohoo!